Hello and welcome to ILTV's Israel Daily. I'm Aaron Porras, and coming up in today's newscast, the coalition in crisis. Israel's government losing its majority as Yamina Party Knesset member Idit Silman defects. Meanwhile, another night of heightened security operations in Israel and Judea and Samaria during Ramadan. Prime Minister Bennett defying terrorists' goals to sow fear in the hearts of Israelis, saying we will not stop life. And finally, a brief moment of solace for Ukrainian refugees, their nation's Eurovision contestants, the Kalush Orchestra, putting on a generous performance here in Jerusalem. Major drama in the Knesset this morning. It's the moment for which many have dreaded while others have prayed. The Bennett-Lapid coalition showing its first major cracks as Yamina MK Idit Silman defects to the opposition and puts the entire government at risk of returning to elections. In a shocking turn of events, what seemingly began as a disagreement over Passover holiday regulations in hospitals now devolving into a nationwide crisis. Idit Silman, coalition whip and Knesset member from Prime Minister Bennett's Yamina Party, today announcing that she's resigning from the coalition, likely to join the Likud party under opposition head and former Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Silman explaining that she's leaving over concerns that Israel is losing its Jewish character, and with that, she's taking with her the coalition's slim majority, thereby putting the entire government at risk of collapse. Netanyahu, as well as other right-wing opposition lawmakers, lauding her decision and welcoming Silman into the fold and urging others to follow suit, saying they'll be received with sincerity and appreciation.
אני אומר לממשלת החולשה והרפיסות, לכו הביתה. ואני קורא כאן שוב לחברות ולחברים שעדיין נמצאים בקואליציה החלשה הזאת, חזרו הביתה. עשו את המעשה הנכון עבור המדינה שלנו, עבור כל אזרחינו, ויחד נחזיר את ישראל למסלול של הצלחה, שגשוג, ביטחון ושלום.
Critics of Silman's decision, however, speculating that rather than leaving over ideological differences, Silman is actually joining the Likud because she was promised a guaranteed place in Knesset after the next elections, as well as the position of health minister should Likud retake power in Jerusalem. But still, in any case, Silman's defection alone is not enough to topple the government. At least two more coalition members would likely need to follow suit to give the opposition a clear majority and enough support for a vote of no confidence. Further, the coalition has ways to fight back. For one, Yamina could preemptively oust Silman and other party critics like MK Amichai Shikli, which would effectively bar them both from running in the next election under any existing party to the Knesset, including, of course, the Likud. Joining me now with more analysis on Knesset member Idit Silman's defection from the coalition, diplomatic correspondent from the Israel Hayom Daily, Ariel Kahana. Ariel, it's great to have you with us. Now, we know that Bennett found out through the media. What happened behind the scenes from what you know?
Hello, and thanks for having me. So I'm not sure it's completely accurate. Bennett heard about Silman resigning from the media. He knew at least a few days before that there is a crisis. He didn't know about her final decision really to resign and get away from the coalition. Definitely, Aaron, as you mentioned in your opening, this is a very significant crisis for Bennett-Lapid coalition. Actually, the political crisis that Israel suffers from for more than 2 years now is still here. It never disappeared. Now, the reason for the current crisis for Silman leaving is not just the chametz, the matzah for Pesach and the Horowitz instruction to let it in the hospitals. Right. It goes much, I would say, much wider and much deeper. First of all, in Yamina Party, and by the way, in Bennett's advisors as well, they are very angry with Benny Gantz. And the reason is the freezing of the settlement construction in Judea and Samaria. That's the main reason. And they even blame Gantz of humiliating them in a way they make requests, and Gantz, he doesn't even answer. And of course, they are saying he's lied to them and so on. And it should have been, I believe, Bennett's responsibility to take care of these flames, which he didn't do. And that's why we see the result, actually, that his coalition is about.
To watch full episodes of ILTV's Israel Daily and tons of other content from Israel, visit our website at iltv.tv or download the ILTV Plus app.